Good morning. Good morning. My name is Zahran Kwame Mamdani, and I know that there are many here today, and there are many watching and many listening who may have seen an ad mentioning my name on TV, or a commercial on the radio, or a mailer in your mailbox, or a video when you're watching YouTube. And you may wonder, who is funding these ads? And it is in fact the same person that you were picketing just a few days ago. Because when Bill Ackman tries to take on diversity, equity, and inclusion, he also wants to take on any threat to the Trump administration across this country. And so just a few days ago, he spent another $250,000 on those same ads that you are seeing, and you are hearing, and you are reading. And so to quote the words of a famous New Yorker, allow me to reintroduce myself. I was born in Kampala, Uganda, in East Africa. I was given my middle name Kwame by my father, who named me after the first Prime Minister of Ghana. And decades ago, in Uganda, we won our independence from the British in 1962. We can clap for that. And when we did, the United States government gave the Ugandan government 23 scholarships as a gift for independence. And my father won one of those scholarships. He came to this country to study to be an engineer at the University of Pittsburgh. And sometime into his studies, his face buried in his book, he heard the words reverberate in the corridor around him, "Which side are you on? Which side are you on?" These were words being sung by members of SNCC, the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee, recruiting students to get on the bus to go to Montgomery, Alabama. And my father got on that bus. He marched. He was hosed down. He was thrown in jail. He was given one phone call. And he called the Ugandan ambassador to the United States. He said, "Can you get me out of jail?" The ambassador said, "What are you doing in jail? We sent you there to study." My father said, "You sent me here as a gift for our freedom. They are fighting for theirs. It's one and the same." And so I was raised with this understanding that freedom and the fight for it is interconnected. And as I look across this city today, I am reminded that freedom is only worth as much as our ability to exercise it. Because we hear politicians of the past come on stages across this city, including this one, saying that they believe this is the greatest city in the world. But they do not answer the question that Dr. King posed decades ago. What good is having the right to sit at a lunch counter if you can't afford to buy a hamburger? What good is being the greatest city in the world if New Yorkers can't afford to live here? What good is it if our own people cannot afford their rent, their childcare, their groceries, even $2.90 for their Metro card? What good is that but making a museum of what once was in the city that we love? And so I stand here before you as an assembly member running for mayor with a very simple message. I am running to make the most expensive city in the United States of America affordable. I'm running to make it affordable for the working and middle class New Yorkers who built this city. And I also know that to run, to believe, it is not enough in and of itself. Because we know the words of James 2:14. Faith without works is death. If we believe in something, we must deliver something. That is how we will be judged. And when I believe in affordability, I will deliver it by freezing the rent for more than 2 million rent-stabilized tenants across the city of New York. When I believe in affordability, I will deliver it by making the slowest buses in the country fast and free. When I believe in affordability, I will deliver it by finally bringing universal childcare to each and every New Yorker across this city. But I know that there are many who say that when you stand for what you believe in, you lose your ability to win. And I actually think of the words that Reverend Sharpton shared when he was running for president. He shared, "There are those in the Democratic Party who have driven the party further and further to the right in the name of a winning strategy. And it seems that it is their presumption that the only way to be electable is that progressive forces and people of color must voluntarily turn into invisible people." And I have spent this campaign speaking to those so-called invisible people. I have spoken to the New Yorkers who do not see themselves in their politics, do not see themselves in their politicians, and do not see themselves in the policies that are being proposed. And what I have found is that it is time to bring those from the margins to the mainstream. It is time for us to make every New Yorker visible across this city. But when we stand up and do so, we will face the wrath of all the money in the world. And so right now you will see more than $20 million being spent against me, $20 million being trying to redefine me. But let me tell you who I am. I am a man who believes in the possibility of this city. I am one who believes that we must win a new city, a city for each and every New Yorker, one they can afford, one they can do more than just struggle. And to do that, we have to leave behind the old city and the old politicians and the old ways that gave us the struggle that we're living in today. So it is my hope to not only earn your consideration, to not only earn your vote, but to earn your partnership. Because what I want to do is lead this city alongside each and every one of you. And it would be a dream if you gave me that opportunity on Tuesday, June 24th. Thank you so much.
Zohran Mamdani. Now, you know, I told all the candidates they had 5 minutes, but I didn't tell them the other prerequisite. You see, Zohran don't play fair. To quote Sharpton in front of Sharpton. Play fair now, Zohran. That was a chess move there. That's checkmate.